by Jae-jun. The header is good, and it's the giant defender John Tae-wook, and eventually Korea have broken the deadlock.
You're listening to the K-League United podcast, proud partner of Football Nation Radio.
Hello, I'm Ashwin Khan. Welcome to The Weekend, a bite-sized preview edition of the K-League United podcast. I'm Paul Neate, and we start with the headlines. Son Jun-ho is named as K-League 1 MVP, while Pohang's Kim Ki-dong wins Manager of the Year. Song Min-gyu is Young Player of the Year. A new logo and brand identity is unveiled at the K-League Awards, and Jeonbuk and Ulsan draw 1-1 in the first leg of the 2020 Korean FA Cup final. Our starting point this week. Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors midfielder Son Jun-ho has been named as the K-League 1 MVP for 2020. The awards were handed out at a socially distant event in Seoul on Thursday afternoon. Son featured 25 times, scored twice, and registered 6 assists for Jeonbuk, who went on to seal a 4th consecutive K-League 1 title. The Manager of the Year award, meanwhile, goes to Pohang Steelers gaffer Kim Ki-dong. Kim guided the Steelers to 3rd and back into the AFC Champions League after a 4-year absence. One of Kim's key players this season was 22-year-old winger Song Min-gyu, who has been named as Young Player of the Year. Meanwhile, at Thursday's awards ceremony, a new K-League logo and brand identity was unveiled, all centered around a deep connection and inclusivity. And some news that broke on Friday. Lee Byung-gun has been named as permanent manager of Daegu FC. He had been in charge as caretaker following the departure of Andre last winter. The former midfielder guided Daegu to 5th in the K-League 1 table, a record high, having finished in the top half for the first time ever. The Sky Blues also qualified for the AFC Champions League. Speaking of Champions League, Yeom Ki-hoon will not be part of Suwon Blue Wings' squad, which travels to Qatar. The 37-year-old is due to go on a KFA coaching course instead. But before the Champions League gets underway, there is still some domestic action to look forward to, including 3 matches in K-League 2 this weekend. And taking us through the marquee match, as well as a team and player to keep an eye on, here's Ryan Walters.
With 2 matches postponed, the final round of fixtures in Hana 1Q K-League 2 is split into 2. This weekend, champions Jeju United are away to Cheongnam Asan, looking to extend their impressive unbeaten run to 16, while Bucheon FC 1995 are at the Hwa Stadium and Ansan to take on a Green Wolves side, fighting tooth and nail to avoid the K-League 2 wooden spoon. Elsewhere, runners-up and playoff finalists Suwon FC are away to FC Anyang. Let's get started with the match of the round, which sees the Ansan Greeners hosting Bucheon FC 1995. 2 teams battling it out to end the season on a high meet at the Hwa on Saturday as Ansan Greeners face Gyeonggi Province neighbors Bucheon 1995. Wind back to 2019, and Bucheon were in the midst of their unbeaten run to sneak into the playoffs, eventually displacing the Green Wolves, who narrowly missed out. Heading into this Saturday's match, both teams are in identical form with 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 defeats in their previous 5. Bucheon, despite sitting in 7th, have managed to rack up the 2nd most passes in K-League 2 this year. Bucheon can also boast of having the best ratio of passes per minute of possession with 14.5. The Greeners, meanwhile, will be doing their utmost to avoid finishing bottom of the league. The Green Wolves are 3 points ahead of Cheongnam Asan, but have scored 4 fewer goals. A win for the Owls over champions Jeju United could see Kim Gil-sik's Greeners side slip to the bottom of the table. Ansan, though, have the best defensive duels win percentage in K-League 2 with 59.16. The team of the round were crowned champions last time out, and that is Jeju United. Namkil's men now have the chance to cap off the season, having gone 16 matches unbeaten when the Tangerines take on basement side Cheongnam Asan this weekend. Jeju have proved to be worthy champions, having scored 49 goals, the 2nd most in the division, and can also boast of having the steeliest defense, having shipped just 23. Jeju travel to Asan this Saturday to take on Park Dong-hyuk's Cheongnam side, who are searching for their first win in 5. For the 2 previous meetings this term, Jeju emerged as victors on both occasions, winning 2-0 on the island in August and at Isun-shin Stadium in June. With the title sewn up, Coach Nam may opt to rotate things, but whoever is selected to wear the tangerine shirt will want to cap off the season in style. The player of the round is none other than Suwon FC's An Byung-jun. He and his Suwon FC side head into the final match of the season knowing that 2nd place is secured, as is a place in the promotion playoff final. With a couple of weeks between Saturday's last match of the campaign and the final itself, Kim Do-kyun's men will be looking to end on a high. Suwon ran out 2-1 winners last weekend, denting Gangnam FC's playoffs hopes. While scoring both goals is MVP nominee An Byung-jun. An is on 20 goals for the season and also leads K-League 2 in terms of shots made, shots per 90 minutes, and has made the most headed shots with 29. The North Korean has scored 40% of Suwon's goals this year and will be hugely important heading into the playoffs. Suwon face Anyang this weekend, a team which An Byung-jun has scored against already this season. With a round split into two, there are just 3 matches this weekend, and they all take place on Saturday at 3 p.m. It's FC Anyang hosting Suwon FC, Ansan Greeners hosting Bucheon FC 1995, and Cheongnam Asan hosting Jeju United. Match previews, analysis, and much more on KLeagueUnited.com and KLeague.com. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you very much for that, Ryan. Incheon United, meanwhile, pulled off the great escape once again. They beat FC Seoul 1-0 on the final day to narrowly avoid relegation for the second year in a row. Earlier this week, I spoke with Stefan Mugoša to hear what he had to say about what was a very dramatic last couple of weeks for the Blue-Black. Stefan, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations, You've done it again.
Again, unbelievable. But this is Incheon, brother. This is Incheon. Miracle come again, and we survived like last year and like a few years ago, of course. Same feeling.
You always believed that you would do it. Is that because of experience?
Yeah, of course I believe, because also experience, and I trust my teammates and my coaching staff, and of course I trust my fans who help us to win this game at home against Busan. I think this was most important games for us, because if we draw or if we lose this game, for us it's finished. But we win this game, and this game give us some strength, and this last game we win and stay in K1.
Incredible. What was the atmosphere like in the squad last week before the last game? Are you nervous? What was it more about focused, or were you feeling quite confident?
No, we feel like confidence because, like I say, this game against Busan was for us, I think, most important game, because if we lose this game, it's finished season for us. We go relegate, but we win this game, and then we know that we have hard game. Seoul is a very good team, but we was so confident that we can win this game and survive, because we just need one more step to survive this year. But yes, we play so good. We score in first half, and then we defend like what we need, and of course we survive.
What did the coach say beforehand? What was his team talk like before the Seoul game?
Oh, he always speak up one team, that we must be like a family. It was our strength, because Incheon is, we are every year like family. The fans, the coaches, the staff, the doctor team, and the players. We are like one family, and I think this is power who Incheon have. And this game was very important, and the coach say just play with confidence, play simple, and don't worry, will be everything good. I mean,
obviously now that fans were back for a bit towards the end of the season, did you feel the difference? Because obviously the Busan game, the fans obviously must have been a very, very big help.
Of course, especially for Incheon, the fans are 12 players. You see, we have a lot of power when we play in front of our fans. Even 30% of stadium, they come like 4,000-5,000 people on our stadiums against Busan game. And we second time we feel like that we fly together, and we score one goal, and then we get too much confidence, and then after 1 minute we scored second goal, and was crazy atmosphere in the stadium, even in this situation about Corona. But imagine if we don't have this Corona and come 20,000 our fans, and this will be amazing feeling for us. Of course, Incheon is strong with our fans.
For sure. Against Seoul, Elias Aguilar scored the goal. What's it like having him back? What does he bring to the team?
Yes, Aguilar and me play very good 2018 when we come in Korea, and we have specially relationship, and I know his style, he know my style, and I think with me and him, Incheon is more strongest team. Of course, Korean players help us too much, but he is a really good player, and he know how to control the tempo. He know how to give key pass, and this key pace I need. And this game I don't score, but he scored, and this game was only important 3 points. Even if goalkeepers score, we don't care. Only was the important 3 points for us.
It was a huge 3 points, and you knew that you had to just concentrate on your own game. It didn't matter what happened elsewhere. How did you feel on the day of the game? Was there any nerves at all, even just a little bit?
Yes, this is like positive feels that you know that if you win, you are safe. I don't want to think about this Sogndam Busan game. I don't care for them because I'm only looking to myself, to my team, and I know if we do good job, we are safe. And this was, I think, nobody thinking about this another games. So Busan and Songdan. We just focus about our games, and every players and every coaching staff was focused only about our games and 3 points, and this was finished.
So you got the win. How did you celebrate afterwards? Did you all go out as a team?
Yes, after the game, you know this situation about this guy who died. Soul. Yeah.
Very
Then
sad.
we go straight in dressing room. We don't celebrate too much because I'm so sorry for this guy. And after we go some little dinner together and drink some beer. And of course, the season is finished. It's allowed, and then now it's time to go home and take a rest little. I have national team after 1 week. I need to play 2 more games, and after this, I hope I will take good rest because this season was very, very stressful season, but on end was successful and happy end.
Yeah, and you've still got a contract with Incheon for a while, so fans can expect you to be back next year, right?
Yeah, I have still 1 more year contract next season. I have contract, but we will see what happens. Maybe I stay, maybe I leave. I don't know yet, but I don't want to think about this. The most important for me this season was to stay in K-Lingua, and then we will see what happens in the future.
But you've been here for a few years now, and a lot of players have left. Do you feel like a leader in that team?
This is not maybe question for me, this question for other guys, but I feel like a leader here. Of course, I score always too much goals, important goals, and even on the training, I want to push guys to go up every day to be better and better. And I think this fans recognize to me, and because of that also they love me so much. And of course, I'm so thankful for them.
For sure. Well, every year when Incheon do this and you stay up, we always say that maybe this is now the time that the club moves away from relegation battles because, you know, we've talked before about the stadium, fans, everything is there. What needs to happen for this club to become more successful and avoid relegation battles every year?
I hope this feeling it's the last time for this club. This club can be relegated, and every year same story. But I think this story is finished. Now we need looking forward for better place, maybe for 6 or 7, or go in ACL. Why not? Because if we choose maybe now, I think many players left. Maybe another players come. This is question for president and for general manager and our coach. Maybe he will choose some another players, or I don't know what will be happen in the future. But I think this is we have to be better because we have everything to be good club. And like I say, in stadium and fans and city and everything deserve to be a good club in the future.
Let's hope so. Well, Stefan, thank you very much for your time. Again, congratulations. Good luck with the national team, and hopefully we'll see you next season.
Yes, thank you so much, Paul. Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Fans, we want to hear from you. You're encouraged to email KLU at info@kleagueunited.com or tweet at @KLeagueUnited with any questions, comments or reactions. Or follow us on Facebook to ask directly during one of our live shows.
A huge thank you once again to Stefan Mugoša for taking the time to speak to us after a very busy season and before he jets off for international duty with Montenegro. But time now for a roundup of what has been happening in the world of Korean football over the last week or so. FC Seoul defender Kim Nam-chun was found dead last Friday. Songpa-gu District Police confirmed that his body had been found in the parking garage of an apartment building that morning. Fans paid their respects on Saturday, from the thousands who attended Seoul World Cup Stadium and left notes and flowers to those who held up banners in stadiums across the country. A funeral service was held on Monday in Incheon, and teammates past and present have continued to pay tribute to Kim on social media. K-League United extends its deepest condolences to Kim's friends, family and teammates. Needing just a draw at home to Daegu FC on Sunday, Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors ran out 2-0 winners and sealed a record 8th and 4th consecutive K-League 1 title. Goals from Young Player of the Year nominee Cho Gyu-song capped off the season at Jeonju World Cup Stadium, where, as captain, Lee Dong-guk lifted the K-League trophy for the final time. The league's all-time leading goal scorer is retiring and bows out after winning a 8th title with Jeonbuk. With a 1-0 win over FC Seoul last Saturday, Incheon United avoided relegation. It was the second year in a row that the Darumi had sealed safety on the final day. An Elias Aguilar strike in the first half helped pull off the greatest of great escapes for the Blue-Black, who looked doomed just a couple of months ago. Elsewhere in Final B, with a 2-1 defeat to Songnam, Busan I-Park are relegated to K-League 2. Meanwhile, in K-League 2, JG United on Sunday clinched promotion thanks to a 3-2 victory over Seoul Eland. Nam Ki-il's men are now on a 15-match unbeaten run heading into the final match of the season and make an immediate return to the top flight. Following last week's news of a Daejeon Hana citizen player testing positive for COVID-19, the K-League 2 fixtures have been forced into a few changes. Daejeon's remaining 2 games of the season, FC Anyang at home and Gyeongnam FC away, will now be played on November the 17th and 21st respectively. But with the Gyeongnam vs Daejeon game likely to have a huge say on which teams reach the playoffs, the final day fixture between Seoul Eland and the Jeonnam Dragons has also been postponed and will now kick off at the same time on the same day. No fewer than 4 teams are all vying for the 2 remaining playoff spots. And finally, former Korean international Cha Do-ri has led the FC Seoul under-18s to the K-League Junior Group A title. Cha was appointed as youth team manager at FC Seoul in December 2019 after being part of the Korean national team setup, but in his debut season as a coach has guided the Seoul Starlets to an unbeaten championship-winning season. Osan High School, which serves as the FC Seoul youth team, finished top of Group A, the northern section, undefeated with 26 points, having won 8 and drawn 2. Meanwhile, for the south, Gwangju finished as champions and end the season with 21 points from a record of 6 wins, 3 draws and 1 defeat. Well, that's it from us for this week. We do have previews on KLeagueUnited.com and on KLeague.com. And don't forget, it is the FA Cup final second leg this Sunday between Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors and Ulsan Hyundai. There'll be something up on that on Patreon, as well as a full preview on K-League United by Matthew Binns and Dan Croydon, not to be missed with the game on a knife edge. We are on social media, all at K-League United. And to find us, the link is, as always, in the Bruno bio. Until next time, thank you for tuning in and goodbye.
스코어 2대0 김남춘의 추가골. 지금 이진영 선수가 김남춘